Hello, hello, and welcome, welcome. Hope everybody's doing okay. And I hope that the music is not too loud. But my voice is not that strong anyway. So. But I'll turn it down to what I normally do when I live stream. And just gonna hope that that's okay. If I need to make it louder or quieter, just let me know. I won't be doing a lot of talking today. Just gonna do a little zipper across the mouth. I won't be doing a lot of talking today because, as you can hear, it's a little bit of a strain, but got my tea so that I can work on getting better. Had something weird over the weekend. And, hey, Miss Sassy Sasquatch. Good to see you. Catch your live streams from time to time. If you don't check her out, you totally should. But I got sick with something over the weekend. And so, I don't know. At first, I thought it was food poisoning. Yuck. That's triple scroll. Excuse me, but then I thought maybe it was the flu. So I'm not sure. I don't know. But tonight I'm doing something a little different. Yeah, I'm not doing my art book. And I am also live over on Twitch for the first time in like almost a year. So I'm going to be picking that back up as well. If you don't follow me over there, you can. I plan on doing some gaming again this year. But anyway. It's a new year, going back into the old ways, but with an upgrade. As you can see here, I've got this digital pad here. I got it. I upgraded, got a new pen, all this kind of stuff, going into digital art. And I created, if you saw my short, let me see here. I still really prefer, honestly, tangible mediums. Hey, Anani Moose. Hello, hello. I did this little drawing here. My little warrior gypsies and next gypsies. I don't know what I was thinking. Genies. I just decided to just draw something for fun. And it's been a while since I've done that. I stayed up and probably I think until maybe 1 a.m. last night, which you should never do when you're not feeling well. But I was just so into it that I decided to start drawing this. And I worked on it until about 3 o'clock in the morning. And then I decided to go to bed. And I was like, I want to finish this, but I'm so excited by this project. Let me take it to the YouTube. Let me do this digitally and see what I can do. As you can see here, this guy doesn't have any legs. I did that on purpose because I want to be able to add the smoke, the furls or whatever it is that the genies, as we know, do. And I've kind of added some cool little features to them. I just want to play around with them. I want to do this better if I can. Over here, let me get that up. Delete this layer here. And we can see I've already got the picture uploaded. And now I'm just going to be working on the outline and doing all this kind of stuff. But I just thought I would go live since I haven't for a while and hang out with you guys. And, I apologize that I might not be as conversational in this video, in this episode. But that's all right. Let me get some happy music going. Again, I don't know if the music's too loud, not enough. But anyway, I hope everybody's doing okay. It's the new year. Let's get started. Hope everybody's New Year's going well. And I just got this new program that everybody talks about called Procreate. And so I'm learning as I go. Hey, it's Demajani. Hello, hello. How are you? How are you, sir? Let's see here. Let me take a sip of this tea. Because even though I shouldn't be talking as much as I am right now, I probably am going to because I'm a little too excited about this. All right, so I've got her body. Let me pause this here. I've got her body outlined. If I would go over here and take this away, you can see. Now I'm going to work on her hair. And, you know, if anybody out there, you know, has the wherewithal with Procreate, I'm open to learning. Although I am more of a learn as you go kind of person. I think, so also I wanted to be able to play around with the color scheme. So I think for her, I've been playing Tears of the Kingdom recently. And going back and playing Tears of the Kingdom. And I decided that I want her to be kind of like the, oh shoot, I don't remember what the Gerard the Desert Ladies of Legend of Zelda. That's kind of what I'm going to base her off of. I'm sure things are subject to change. They're subject to change. But as of now, that's the color scheme. Him, I kind of saw in blue, and her, I kind of saw purple. But we're just going to kind of see how it goes. And look at that. It's a No Me Without You Girl. I haven't forgot about our conversation. I have fallen sick. I'm a little woozy. And I wanted to give you my best. So I will get back with you soon. I will get back with you. All right, let's see how this works. Now, I'm not an advocate. I really enjoy, like I said before, tangible mediums. Yes, exactly. Smash the like button. You understand? I appreciate that. You true blue friend over there. What in the world? Oh, okay, that's nice. Thank you. It's nice to see people that care enough to send messages. Anyway, I'm gonna play around with this. I have an idea of what I want, but now I'm all kinds of. Maybe I should just copy what I did, and then go with it from there. I don't know. I'm new to all of this. So I liked her eye shape. She looks very angry, which is good. Kind of going, so if I zoom out, I'm kind of going for this poster-like feel. So I love that you can zoom in like this for the details. All right, so we're just going to go and do her hair. I partially wanted to just do her hair with those brushes and forego the need altogether to outline. I kind of wonder if I'm supposed to do that first. I don't know. I'm very new at this. You're learning as I learn. All right. So I think what I need to do, because we can always outline later. This is for coloring, basically. Right? Is that what I'm understanding? I don't know. What do I know? Ah, I appreciate that. Have I made you a mod? I don't know. I'm having a hard time managing everything. Did I do that before? I think I did it. I did. I granted you the privilege. Look at that. Privilege. I've granted Nomi privilege in 2024 over on Twitch. All right, we want some big hair. We want like the higher the hair, the closer to Jesus kind of hair. We want that Pentecostal power kind of hair. Thank you. You're here to defend. This is so cool being able to know me. What is what happened to your avatar over there? Is Mariah Carey doing something? She got bang bang. That's funny. All right, so we are learning. I appreciate it. The kingdom appreciates you. I am probably doing this the incorrect way, but I'm just going to roll with it. and we'll see how it goes. Again, I'm not really supposed to be talking, but it's hard not to. So maybe if I add some color, I'll feel. So I've got my Sea of Thieves color palette over here. And if you don't know what that is, I am also working on a Sea of Thieves painting project that create a new palette that features Drunk 3PO, X-Wing, Capable Gentleman, Wicked Virtue, and King's Advisor. And I'm going to create something for them. I'll stream that eventually as well. I just want to take a break and have fun with these little genie people. All right, let's see. Genies. Done. So her skin tone, I'm thinking we'll go, whoops, this one. And you put that there. I remember that. And then I think... Aha! All right, that was supposed to be her skin tone, but I maybe that should be her hair. Like, it should be the... I don't... Oh. I have it on the wrong layer. Silly goof that I am. Silly, silly goof. Did I not... Can I not drop that? Oh, look at that. I think that is going to be too dark for her. She also needs to be more of a brownish color. So I think it should be a good base color for her hair. I'm probably not doing this right, but that's okay. We're just going to get the basics out the way. I'm also a little nervous being sick and then trying to stream this. Yeah, make her brown. That's right. She's going to be like a nice bronzy brown color. That's right. Represent. And then, oh, see, I wonder, okay, see, how do people do this? Because then you would have to outline, yeah, like that. So, all right, let's see. Make her brown. And then let's try to do her skin color. I'm probably doing this all wrong. I feel so. All right, the color I'm thinking of, let's click this one, but go to the wheel. It's not exactly brown. It's kind of brown, but it's kind of gold. And I don't know. This music is great, but I'm needing something else. What is this music? Okay, I need some Zen. I feel like this will accomplish the goal. I can't focus if I'm worried on too many things. So what about this? I wanted something in this kind of family. Let's have a look. Oh. I like this color. A little bit too dark, but I think I should add it. Where's my Genies? To this here. And then we should go a little lighter, a little golden. Try that. Yeah. I like that. Okay. Oh, well. Okay, so something's not connected. And it would be the fact that she's an amputee at the moment. We will fix that. Same wish. Okay. On the right layer? Yep. Okay. And we're gonna just, let's see. Let me zoom in. Man, if there was any digital artists watching, they're probably just crying. They're like, she's doing it all wrong. That's okay. We do it our way. Once I get the hang of it, it'll be right. All right. Don't look at her. Don't look at her. She's just naked. Oh. Interesting. Okay. So then what I want to do is get rid of that layer. So that way I can do all of her embellishments. So I've got the skin. And then we're going to do this. And we'll fill in all this stuff later. But she's basically our practice model. And if it goes well with her, if it doesn't, then when we do the other genies, they're podcast. Alright. I need to figure out a way to cast this like I did last time. just did not do that today. Alright, I liked her embellishments, but as we can see, they're all kind of weird. Give them a try. See if there's different ways to do that, because Procreate has a lot of cool brushes. For those that don't know, excuse me. I mean, look at that. We even have lightning bolts. Look at that. That's so cool. And we have Fever. I did not realize that Fever came in a pattern. It might make sense, though. Fevers do weird things. Flower Power. We have Materials. That will be cool. I think for making the embellishments to make them look like metal and everything. Oh, look, there's wood. Wood. Oh, these are very cool. It's really cool. Big old trees over here. Anyway, let's focus, Leonard. Let's focus. What was I using? Tactical pen. Oops. Oh, sorry. Sorry. My bad. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of go stereotype, kind of. We'll make her fancy later. I know there's also supposed to be a way that you can make shapes and it does like a dual thing. I don't know how to do that. I wonder. Automatic. Oh, Evan, don't. Where's my undo? Oh, well, that was a near catastrophe. Freehand rectangle. Yeah, okay. I guess that's pretty. This is all. What is this mean? I don't know what that means. I don't think it's doing what I want it to do. So this blur. What? Whoa. No. Okay, I thought maybe that would do that. What's it doing? This is stupid, but that's also because I'm probably not doing it correctly. I would have thought that for sure was gonna work, but hi, John Thomas. We're making genies today. See my friend Tom has gone live. Nope, that's not how it is. Well, we're just gonna have to figure that out later. There's just no time. Alright, so she's got all this stuff. She's got this. What is that thing on the shoulder called? I don't know. Maybe I should do that first. No. Stick to the gun. I know if you go slow. See, this is where that would come in really handy, in knowing how to do the thing that does the same thing on both sides. I wonder if you guys don't mind if I am going to Google that really quickly. There's got to be a way, and I don't know how that is. So, like many of us, I attend YouTube University. So, let me just kind of see what the internet has to tell us. What would you say? How to mirror objects? Drawing in Procreate? Maybe? Like, how do you do that? How to use the symmetry mode? Yes. Is that what I'm trying to figure out? How do you do that? Where does one go? So we go to the wrench. We go to the drawing guide. Okay. There's no drawing guide. She went to the wrench. There's no wrench. Oh, there's a wrench. There it is. Now I need to go back and watch it. Look at us learning. Whoa, hang on. Wait a minute. She went to the wrench. Sorry, I don't think I can reverse this. We went to the there's no drawing. Am I reading something incorrectly? Light surface, right hand interface, dynamic brush scaling. Well, size and opacity sidebar. Of course I want that. What would be great, Procreate, if anybody out there from HQ is watching, you see that I am left-handed. If there is a way, and there probably is, and I just don't know, but if there's not, I need this thing on this side so that way I can optimize my capabilities here, because I have to do everything with this hand, and then it just sucks. But I don't know where. Well, help. Oh, maybe we could help. I don't want to do that. Nobody wants to do that. Oh, I don't want that either. We like the darkness. What is this? Look, the gods have answered me. There's no excuses now. Look at that. It's just as simple as that. Oh, well. Okay, what about this? I don't know what that did, so we'll put it back. Project canvas? Okay, don't do that. I don't know what it was, but I don't like it. We don't know what that did either, so we don't want to touch that. So, I'm so excited about this. Hey, it's Krista Nova. It is. I got the new iPad Pro. I'm fancy now. I'm so fancy that I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm trying to make a genie, but I'm running into a snag. Oh, look, there's ad. Nope, that's not what we want. How to turn on and off. Yes, maybe that's what we're doing. How to turn it on. Show us the way. We go to the wrench. We go to drawing guide. Drawing guide is not here. There's no. What am I missing? Thank you. Well, so the bigger picture, this is what my original drawing looks like. And I want to refine it. Thank you, by the way. I want to refine it. There is no drawing guide. There's no drawing guide. We don't know. Now I'm feeling more stressed out, so I need to go to my undercover vampire. Why? Where can I find the drawing guide? All right. They literally go to this wrench. Advanced, maybe it's advanced cursor settings. No, why would it be that? Why? Why would it be that? There's nothing to do with it. Gesture controls? It doesn't have anything to do with that either. But it would make my life so much easier. Well, you know, let's take a break. I don't know why. We're just going to take a break. Let's just focus on our hair. You know, let's just do what we can. We cannot find the gesture guide or whatever it's called. So we're going to pretend like it's not something that's going to bother me from here on out. And I went to the good land of YouTube, and everybody's like, just go to the wrench and click on something that should be right here. It's not for me, and so I need to check and find out where it is. It must be turned off somewhere in my settings. So I need to do that. Hi, Dan. Oh, well, enjoy your dinner. This is Procreate, Krista. Excuse me. This is Procreate. And so I must It's interesting that well, it said that I could turn it on and off. The problem is that this guy just goes to this thing and turns it on. I don't have this choice. Alright. Wait! I thought I saw something that I didn't see before. Kind of like the Beast with Belle drawing guide. See, that's not there. I can't go to cemetery without the drawing guide. Advanced settings? We don't want to do that now. Sons of the Pharaoh. It's okay. That's okay. We'll just do what we can do. Let's see how large this is. It's quick. It's quick. Oh, now okay. I'm thrown off because this is on this other side. That's okay. Here we go. It's all right. We're gonna do the best that we can. We're gonna give her this really awesome makeover and just give her some awesome. Maybe an update. It's very possible. It's very possible that I'm just doing everything wrong, and oh, this is going to be hard to get used to. I'm sure that with some thorough investigation, I will find what it is that I am looking for. Until such a time. I must go without. Big Mickey Mouse ear? What? Her ears aren't that big. Her ears are kind of big. I did that on purpose because everybody's different and everybody's special. So I think because this headdress is going to be different, I'll just fill this in. Yeah, I need to figure out why the drawing guide is not showing up for me. You know, why am I not as special as some of these other people? What have I ever done to provoke the wrath of the app? I just got this. I say I just got this. I got this about a week ago. And everybody's like, if you're doing digital art, you've got to get this app. So, of course, I catered to the whims of the internet and got this app. But I've seen it around for years. Hey, Holocron Library Fox, saying hello to everybody else. But they're like, anybody who's anybody gets Procreate because there are so many benefits to it. And I've seen that already. I've worked on several different things that have made a huge difference. And very happy to have this. And so so anyway, playing around with it for sure. But I can't remember where I was going with that. I can't. I've been I did like this dog. I don't know if you've seen my shorts. I can never, honestly, I don't know if I'll ever get used to saying that. My short videos on YouTube that, obviously it's the same color, so I tested out the painting abilities that are on there, and it was really, really cool. So I decided that it was definitely worth it. Okay, now I know there's also a way that I can add like a mask or something, like alpha lock. I think that's what it is. And if I do this, if I'm not mistaken, time will tell. Let's see. Aha! I can paint within and it does not go out. And that is such a huge, huge thing. Such a huge thing. But hang on a second here. I appreciate that. I'm on the struggle bus over here, actually, so probably in a little bit. It's hard not for me to talk because I feel like it's expected. So right now I'm testing out brushes to see. Today is not the day to learn whole bunch of new things. Great. How do I get this to go back to where it was? Shoot. Prefs. There it is. That's what it is. And if I wanted to right-hand interface, today is not the day. I needed, where did it go? I needed to go back over there. So I need to find the right kind of brush. So we're just testing things out. I would really like to invest in some more Procreate brushes because, hey, memes, we're making genies. Because hair brushes, like, are apparently so important. What is this? Sable. What does this look like? That's cool, but it's not quite the same. I guess I could always try a different art style. Like, I mean, this is my creation. Like, that's pretty cool. But I don't really know. I could always make it leaves. I could always make leaves. But that looks kind of weird, although she could be like an elemental kind of. But excuse me, I must cough. Apologize. I found a hairbrush. Maybe the Procreate gods aren't mad at me. They allowed me to find this, and so I can color. I do believe that I'm doing this all backwards and the wrong way, but that's, again, we will adapt, improvise, overcome, because this is running into this, and so basically I should have made this a separate layer. That is kind of, and if I try to like erase this, it gets rid of the whole thing. So that is definitely a learning curve, which what I might do is just go ahead and erase this, which is kind of heartbreaking to have to do things, but that's just the name of the game. And that way I can do it better. And that's what we're aiming for, being better. But this way I can do this without worrying. And we're just kind of practicing. I'm not sure. You know, it's a lot of this is trial. Whoops, a lot of this is trial and error. You never know. In fact, I kind of wonder if this is the right color of hair. If I need it to be a slightly redder, and so if I go to, so this is under air. What was it? Oh no, I lost it. Wait. Here it is. It's under materials and flowing hair. So let me erase this. Nope, that's not what I wanted. What am I doing? I'm just like all over the map here. That's what I wanted. I wanted the materials flowing hair. I'm sorry if you came for somebody who knew what they were doing. You came to the wrong channel. If we were doing colored pencils, memes, you know, why not? You know, when in need, YouTube indeed. Am I right? I think we can all safely say that we are graduates. Actually, we're like alumni. We're like ever learning students of YouTube University. Am I right? Come on, you know it. There's no getting around it. Excuse me. Here we go. I think I like this color a little bit better. And it gets rid of those black lines. Look at that. Look at us learning. Look at us learning. Okay. So then we go back here. We go to materials. Let's try the different hair that we have here. This is the darker one. And I kind of... Let's see. What if it's bigger? It's pretty strong. I need to find the right brush. I know what I'm trying to do. It's just that this is very different from It's different from markers and coloring pencils, things that are a little bit more adept at people, trying to learn new things in this new year. Not that I'm a total stranger when it comes to look, she looks like Gollum. That's terrible. Total stranger to digital art, but in this capacity, I surely am. So let's see. But once I find the right brush, I think that this flowing hair, it might be okay, I see what it is. It might be too much right now. Oh, although this is kind of giving me the Tears of the Kingdom vibe with the I don't know, it's a very interesting style. Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, the way The Legend of Zelda has gone. It's like this anime, no outline, bright colors, but lack of contrast. Like it's a very interesting style. Let's just let that be our North Star tonight. Let's just let it be what we do. We can always get rid of this if we have to. Not that Tabitha wants to, but let's make this a little bigger. Okay, so what I'm doing is treating this like a piece of paper. Is everybody's new year going okay so far? Excuse me. Hope everybody's new year is going okay. Okay, so then Holocron, Library Fox, I see what you're saying. I was going to get the bright colors, don't worry. I tend to work from like medium to dark and then highlights. So, John Race, hello, hello. Hope you are doing well, sir. I do. All right, try this and then we'll go a little lighter. That did not, I think, well, that did not go in the direction I hoped it would. Boy, that's like liquid gold there. It's molten. Kind of has to do with finding the right curve too. Be sure to hit that like button if you haven't already though, please. Let's see. I wonder if I Just curious. Gotta try a couple of things out before. This is the iPad Pro. It was time for an upgrade, taking things to the next level around here. Let's see, I think something I'm gonna have to do. There we go. Playing it safe here. I'm not getting the right curve. Oops. Sorry, we'll go outside. That's better. I think. Ah. Oh, shoot. All my hard work. I have been, except for being sick, I've been good. My voice is a little worn out. I'm coughing and stuff like that. It's not fun. It's not fun. But doing good. I've already failed some. I say failed, but I've already not succeeded in fulfilling New Year's resolution. Now, the good thing about New Year's resolution is it's only January 10th, and so there's still time to save myself. There's still time to redeem myself. I have 355 days to redeem myself, but I started the year off strong, like a lot of people, and a lot of times when I make my New Year's resolutions, because I am a person who does that. I actually enjoy making New Year's resolutions to TBH, and I usually don't make the New Year's resolutions, or I tend to make the New Year's resolutions about 2 or 3 months before the new year starts, and then I just go ahead and get a jump on them. And my New Year's resolution was to stretch more. I hurt my back with something a while ago, and several years ago, and I need to take care of myself. And stretching is one of my least favorite activities in the entire world. I would rather gut a fish. I would rather wash somebody's feet and trim their toenails than to stretch. So I know that I need to. It would be good for me. And just there's a lot of things that I want to do, like traveling and stuff like that. Gonna travel again more, like travel more this year, like get back to doing those travel vlogs and stuff like that. In fact, I was supposed to go to Mississippi this weekend, but because of my illness and my friend, she got sick too. So it's like, well, maybe that just, boy, that looks cool. I like that. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That ain't half bad. Now, this is really bright in the camera. On the computer, it's a little less exposed here in the real world, but this looks really cool. I got to get started with the rest. Okay. Anyway, I want to be healthier. I want to be better. You know, I see. I've seen those ladies. I've seen the ladies. I'm sure you've seen them too. That are in their 40s, in their 50s, and especially in their 60s, and they just radiate. You know, men too, but we tend to notice a lot more in women. Let's see. I need to find technical pen. I think that's what I've been using. Yeah. Anyway, you know, I need to put these colors in my Genie palette. Oh, it's right here. Cool. There it is. Whoop. There it is. That's awesome. Okay, so, but you see these ladies. These things, rolling chairs, there is a brush for it under materials, and it's called hair. And that was how I was able to do the individual ones. It saves time. Of course, I could have done those individual hairs. I've done stuff like that before, but you know, onwards and upwards, doing new things. But anyway, the rings of the notebook. Oh no, this is my original drawing. I just put it on my iPad. So I'm going over top of it so that I can make more of like a poster later on. But anyway, we see those ladies that just radiate in their like 50s and 60s, and it's like I want to be like that. I want to be able to get to that age and be able to look at myself and in the mirror and be content with how I took care of myself. And I know, like, they pretty much say the secret is that whatever you want to do, whatever you want to be, however you want to look, you need to invest now and think 20 years in the future. So, you know, if I want to be doing more, if I want to continue to be able to travel and do more, I need to invest in myself. I need to literally just get off of my behiney. Stop being such a Stop being such a pansy. Oh, does this not connect? There it is. I found the missing chain. And exercise. It'll be worth it. And I hear so many people say it's worth it. And I need to do that. My problem is that because I don't like doing it, the best thing to do is to do it during like the day, as far as when you first wake up, right? Get it out the way. All right, stretching is slow. Okay, there's that. Stretching is slow and painful. And did I mention it's slow? I don't like that, number one. And then the other thing is too, that it's slow. So when I wake up in the morning, I like to get my coffee and I like to sit down at my desk and get to work. Like immediately. I don't eat. I've started eating breakfast more because, yes, I don't like yoga. It's slow. But that's where I need to learn to discipline myself, to take care of myself in order to benefit myself, right? Look at these pearls of wisdom I'm just casting out. And, okay, so I have to think about this. So this is like that. I'm sorry, I'm going to duplicate this really quickly. And then we are going to alpha lock this. I'm going to go down here. And so yep, we're good. I need to discipline myself to take the time in the morning before work to do the thing. Just do it. I need to think of it as an investment for 20 years ahead. Ooh, that was the perfect curve. I couldn't have planned that any better. But it's really hard for me. This is something I struggle with. And excuse me. I bet I could change the angle of this here. Because I don't like that. Don't like that either. This thing is so touch sensitive, and I forget that I've got this little glove. I need to stretch. I need to be more flexible. I need to be able to help my back out more and everything. And so one thing is like Pilates. I don't necessarily mind Pilates because they're kind of like doing yoga aerobics, in my opinion. It's a little faster, not quite as much. So you're not doing too much all at once. And I just need to do it. I need to stop being a wuss and just do it. But like John here says, it's important to take care of yourself. I say this while recovering from a stroke. I'm so sorry to hear that. I do hope that you make a full recovery. Need to be sure to say a prayer for John. If anybody else in the chat prays, be sure to say a prayer for John. That's a rough way to start out a year. The other thing is that when it comes to exercising, I think we can all agree, I would say, for the most part, that it's a lot easier to do things like that. Let's try the fine here. When you have somebody to do it with, misery loves company. So like if you find another person who loves or who hates yoga as much as you guys do it together, so much nicer. Be like, all right, after this, we're getting frappuccinos because we deserve it. And you just kind of laugh. And it's just, there's something about the camaraderie of it all. Excuse me. I'm more of an athletic kind of person when it comes to it. I'd rather go rollerblading. I'd rather go running. I would much rather go skiing or kayaking, play volleyball or soccer than to just sit in a room and hold my arms out, in a Y position for a really long time. It's just not my thing. Right? This part's not. I can't quite see the vision for this side of the hair. I think that's the problem too. But I'm gonna get there, We're all human. We'll get there. I just need to take the time. I have pretty much taught myself to have breakfast in the morning. I can teach myself to do a bit of yoga. Oh, that's so cool. To do a bit of yoga. Hang on. Sorry. To do a bit of yoga in the morning. Okay. Sis, help yourself out. Do you know how long it would have taken me to do her hair by hand individually with these little brush strokes? Dear God. Would have been quite proud of myself too. It wouldn't have taken quite as long by hand, honestly, if I was doing colored pencils, but like, look at that. Let's look at it. Just look at it. That's pretty cool. For the first go around, I don't think it's bad. And I like this style, whatever it is. I'm not a big outlining kind of person, so I like the way that this looks a little bit more natural because of the individual hair fibers, but it's still a little bit cartoony. I dig it. All right, now my problem is though, I got this little swooshy thing here. We're gonna figure that out. We don't need this anymore, but I'll keep it just in case. You never know. Okay, so we need to go here. Is there a way to favorite these? Like, well, that's too bad. You have recent, but favoriting would be cool. All right, Procreate people. Pay attention. Look at zombie skin. Ew, what is that? What does that look like? The world will never know. It won't show up. It's very faint. It's Cheeto dust. All right, let the record show that zombie skin is Cheeto dust. We've met before, by the way. You used to teach for my sisters at Vandalia. I saw your last name, and I remember this one special family with these two wonderful teenage girls. I know there was more than two, but the ones that I was the closest to. I don't know that you want me to say their names out loud, so that's why I'm refraining, but I do. I remember those girls. They were some of my favorite moments working at that school. I got the biggest kick out of them. And then, of course, little sister. And then, of course, your little brothers. They were absolutely adorable. I hope that I hope all of them are doing well, prospering, keeping out of trouble. I know that one isn't. I'm just kidding. Oh, she was something else. Ooh, look at that. Oh, that's so cool. Just look at it. Guys, we're making magic here. Oh, I need my tea. Look at this really, I don't know if it'll come up. Look at this really awesome cup I got from a friend over Christmas. Not paint water. Oh, excuse me, that was really a very loud gulp. I don't know if you could hear it or not, but very, very thankful for that. Okay, so then I think I'm going to duplicate this again, hide this, and we're going to alpha lock this. This is such a cool feature, this alpha lock. Similarly to masking in Photoshop. All right, let's try it with the darks here. Wow. Thanks, Holocron Library Fox. They're pretty cute. I agree with you, and I'm not trying to be conceited. I'm more of like just impressed with myself that they came out as nicely as they did. Surprised, I might say. And I'm super excited to see what they'll be like in living color. Thank you so much for your support. As always, it means the world, each and every one of you. There's so many other people streaming and everything right now, and the world has changed in the art community, and it's hard to compete. And the thing is that you're not supposed to, right? Like, that's what they tell you when it comes to art. You're not supposed to compete with other people. You're not competing with other people. You're competing with yourself. But you are. And that's hard. And the world is changing, and you're trying to change with it. You're trying to keep up with it and still retain, your dignity. Oh, I know what I need to do. I bet you I'm learning. Look at me learning. Dynamics. Jitter. Bleed. Stabilization. There we go. Let's do this a little bit. Haha, that's what I want. No way, the little ones are almost done with high school. Wow. Of course, time didn't hold still. You tell them I said hi, and that I sincerely and truly mean this when I say I think of them often. Let me reword this. I want to be completely honest with you. I don't think of them often, but they do come to mind regularly. Let me put it that way. Something will come up, and when people mean something, when they have an impact on my life, I never forget them. You might never talk to them again or whatever, but that doesn't take away from what they meant to you, the good times you had. I do. I think of them often. It's hard not to. When I think about one, it's hard not to think about the others. And then all of a sudden the rest of them pop up too. So I do. I hope they're doing well. Now that looks really cool, but I'm not happy completely. That one's pretty cool. But I don't like this. See, but I like that, but not that. Alright, let's see what we can do. Maybe if we make this a little smaller. Okay. We tried. No. It kind of puts a nice curl to it. What about like that? I don't mind that. Sometimes it's okay to have things that aren't perfect. It's okay. Sometimes we need them. I think I do want to go back to the main. Oh, I didn't really do. Interesting. Okay. I didn't do the, here we go. Let's make this a little bigger. Oops. Let's make this a little bit bigger. Why not? Well. Mm-mm. We're just trying things. Just trying things. Oh, I like this part, but I don't like that part. Hey, John Thomas, I have to get up early, so heading to bed. Always enjoy. Oh, well, thank you. Take care of yourself. Get you some rest. I know. Tonight might be another NyQuil evening for Tabitha. Kind of like this little flicker of hair. I do and I don't. And I think I'm going to leave it because it's realistic looking, because it's a little bit imperfect. And that's a good thing. So, this is what we got. I don't think it's bad. I think it's off to a good start, but this is a very blank area right here. The undo button is awesome for sure, John, but it's at the same time it's a curse because it's not realistic. You know, I enjoy digital art. I think we can all see how I'm oohing and awing, and I have made digital art before. But it is a bastardization of fine art. And I know people will be like, oh, scandalous. But I said what I said. And maybe something that's a little too rough. And it takes away from certain things. Now, certain learning curves, I would say. That's a little too harsh. I think black is just too harsh. What about this color? That's too ugly. Nope, that doesn't flow right. That's not right either. Nope. Okay, maybe smaller. Maybe a little. Okay. We gotta whip it around. It has its perks. It has its uses. It's definitely an effective tool, especially for business. One thing though, when I was creating, and there's this really awesome brush, well, it's this thing, this smudge tool. Let me go back and make this bigger. It's super great because if you want to make something look like a painting, you can it just makes it look like almost like oil. And that's super fantastic. But so like, you'd be like, oh, it's digital painting, and I get all that. I'm being nitpicky. I'm being an old man about it. Is that it takes away from honing in on your craft, understanding why you're doing, and then just learning from your mistakes. So when it comes to painting, I've decided, like, when I'm creating things and I want it to look like an oil painting, I don't use the undo button unless it was something absolutely stupid, like something unintentional because I touched whatever. But when I'm actually doing something and maybe it goes out of bounds a little bit or whatever, it's like, okay, not gonna do that when I'm trying to create an oil painting. Because it's like, no, I'm gonna treat this like it's an actual painting. That's just me. That's just personal preference. That's not a wrong way to do it. Let's add a few little yeah, why not? Why not? The hair's just kind of falling. No. I was wondering what the program or pad you're using. I wanted to get back into art to help me keep a healthy mindset. Yes, absolutely. So I upgraded to the iPad Pro. But before this, I had an older iPad Pro. I think it was about 3 or 4 years old. I don't keep up with all the iPad stuff. So forgive me forgive this troglodyte for misspeaking if she is. But yes, so I was using that, excuse me, for a while to create digital art. And that, like, anybody will tell you, and that doesn't matter whether it's digital artwork or if it's the real thing, you don't need the fancy stuff to get started in art or to create good art. You absolutely do not. Now, the perk that of having like I'm definitely more of a fine artist or traditional artist. I prefer that, honestly, if I'm going to keep it real. But for situations, for like traveling, or honestly, if for people, I don't know what your situation is, but I know some people who have medical issues that don't allow them to get around and stuff. You want to paint, you want to draw, you want to create stuff. Going digital is a great way to do that, because then you don't have to worry about the mess of, multiple pens and watercolor and water and paint smears and stuff like that. So this is Procreate, and it's really cool. The only thing about it, which is actually a huge perk, is that it costs about $12. But that's super cheap for everything that you get. I have barely scratched the surface with what all you can do in this app. Plus, you can purchase more brushes from other people and add to your library. You can also animate in Procreate. The other thing is too, that gets into the nitty-gritty about sizing and stuff like that. I don't know if anybody cares. But there was the program I used before I upgraded to Procreate was iArtbook. It was free. And honestly, it had just as many cool features. Well, not as many, but it had a lot of extra cool features in it that honestly, if I didn't want to just step up my game, I would have been totally happy sticking with iArtbook. I've made so many different things with it that, in fact, if you go on my Etsy store, you can see some of the stuff that I made with iArtbook. It would totally fine, and it's free. You can pay for an upgrade, which gives you more brushes and things like that, but you don't have to have it, so that's fantastic. There's also Adobe Fresco, a little bit less user-friendly, in my opinion, than this, but still fantastic. Gives you definitely more of a painting feel. It's somewhat free. But you can pay for the subscription. Unfortunately, Adobe has gone that route for a couple of years now, where instead of being able to purchase the product, you have to subscribe to it. But it does give you a lot of cool features, and it does allow you to go back and get the previously uploaded brushes, because they always add new ones for free. And what's also really great is that in Adobe, if you use it on your iPad and then you have it on your computer, or if you have a desktop, like let's say you like to travel and you create stuff on your iPad, but then you want to finesse it or do cool things with it on your desktop. My voice it starts getting dry. Excuse me. Whatever you do on your iPad will translate if you have an Adobe account, as far as like you've logged in or you have an account. Whatever you do here will automatically transfer to your account on your desktop. So everything's linked. So you can pick up where you left off, basically, which is super cool. So anyway, you're welcome. All right, so I like her hair. I like her hair a lot. That went by a lot faster than I thought it would. That just makes me really excited for everybody else, especially this little marshmallow head over here. I want to make that look a lot less cool, or a lot more cool and a lot less like marshmallows. Now I'm kind of wondering if I want to change this color of her skin. Like, I think she would look really cool with that bronzy brown tone. We'll play with it. I really need to figure out how to make that symmetry thing. I found it. I found it. Okay. Right, that was what we were looking for, right? The drawing guide? Wait, okay, so, wait. It's half the battle. What happened to my thing? Drawing guide. Right. Is it... Alright, so we do this. Okay. Nothing's happening. Okay, I see this thought. Oh, shoot, it's a lot harder than I thought. I thought I was just gonna be able to draw. What does this mean? What is it? I don't understand. Okay, so back to the tutorial. There, a second. Hang on. Like, hello. Well, now I have a brand new problem. I got rid of the sidebar. Oh, man. What is happening? Like, it's nowhere to be found. How did I do? Okay. Oh, man. Oh, man. What happened? Where did it go? What did I do? I don't remember turning that. See, look. Good thing I remember that this, like, tapping it undoes things, because we would have serious problems. I'd be very upset. Let me make sure that I'm on a layer that I do not care about. I'm going to create 7 of them so I don't, like, accidentally. Well, we're going to breathe and just see if we can't do this. So we finally found it. I go to canvas. Okay. And then we go to drawing assistant. And then we go to our layer. And then we go to drawing assistant. Okay, symmetry. And I guess I'm supposed to, like, I don't know. Here, drawing assistant. Huh! Okay, she's a little crooked, but we're gonna straighten her out. Why is this so much more complicated than it needs to be, though? Like, for real. That's pretty cool. Okay, but now now we're gonna rotate her. Ta-da! Okay, Okay. We did it! Layers like cake. Yes, exactly. Layers like cake. Now, I don't know what the symbol is. It kind of looks like a mouse king, a very sad mouse king. Like if I were to put... Oh, it's still on. Dear God in heaven, what am I doing? What? Why can't there be like a... Why? Alright, is it off? Okay. Nobody panic. 2D grid. Go back to the abyss from whence we came. And then I guess you take that off. Okay, in the words of Avril Lavigne, why is it gotta be so complicated? Okay, I don't need this anymore. What I do need is... It's not that. What I do need is the thing. The side thing. How am I supposed to change the size of my brush and stuff like that? What happened? That will make things very complicated. But see what I mean right here? Like if I were to make... Like a little... He's a little mouse king. Rogue, it's okay, man. I appreciate that very muchly, but I mean, you're on Kick, I'm on Twitch. Would that work? We don't think that would work that way. But yeah, it kind of looks like a little mouse king. We'll color it up and make it look pretty. Well, we figured out something and then messed up a lot. We are very happy with the hair. We are not happy that I have somehow dismissed Captain Marvel. I'm okay with that. Wait. Okay. Not gonna lie. There's probably been about 4 times where I was like, I need to shut down the stream because things are happening and I need to turn it. I don't know. I need to figure things out. There it is. Look, it's beautiful. Let's everybody just appreciate the sidebar for just a second. Anyway. That makes me a lot happier now. Okay. So, that being said, is there a way to... Wow, there is so much to this. So there's, of course, there's a way to duplicate this. Don't be such a dinkus. All right. So then we just enlarge this like a heart. And maybe, okay, we might need to warp this. Let's see. I don't think that's the answer that we want. Maybe it's this kind of distort. Well, we might just have to. Ooh. It's okay. Too much fun. Okay. Oh, no. I think we're just going to have to breathe deeply. Well, I'm just going to put this down here and try that again. But with more confidence and passion. Passion. More energy. I can't sing right now. I don't have the voice for it. All right, class. I'm going in. Hang on, I need a drink. All right. We go to Canvas. We go to Drawing Guide. We're not sure why yet, but we're gonna go there. So then we go to the layer number 13. Dear God, I'm not superstitious. I'm just a little stitious. We put on Drawing Assistant. We go to... Excuse me. We go to... Nope. We go to something. No, we want the drawing assistant on for some reason. Then we go to the drawing. God, it's so cool. I'm good. All right. I don't know what this little dot is for. We're just gonna pretend like we do. I'm gonna put it up here because I suspect I know what it's for. I don't have a clue. We're gonna do symmetry. Not too thick. Some people don't like it too thick. I'm not sure why the opacity is all the way down. Let me... Okay. That was not helpful. Okay. I don't know. Alright. So we're going to... We're new. I want to start here, sir. Is there... Radial. Oh. Rotational symmetry? I just want to draw two things at the same time. I'm sad. Why is this a problem? Is there what forgive me for what have I done wrong? Okay. Huh! Oh, I have to go back. Okay. Well, okay. Something wrong here. Edit the drawing guide. Go to the options. Rotational symmetry is off. Okay, then we're done. My gosh. Ooh, look at that little bow tie. Okay, that's not what we want, but okay. How interesting. Okay. Just shows me how off her face is. Oh, wow. Okay. Why is it so far apart? Oh my gosh, why is this so hard? Is it that bad? Okay, but see, now it's like far away. I need it. This is confusing. They don't make it look this hard in the tutorials. Just saying. See why? See, it's like it's like right next to each other. Okay, what if we just... Nope. Oh my word. Alright, we're just gonna follow this line. Look at that, it's crisscrossing. That's not helpful. What am I doing wrong? I figured it would just follow me when I did this. But it's like, oh. Ah, okay. Wow. This is really hard. It would just be a lot easier to just freehand this. Yeah, I'm starting to... Oh my gosh, why is it so far away? Okay. Options. What does this mean? Alright. Alright, it's very far away again. Alright, so what if I... Why is it so far away? Okay, but that's close. It's got to be something with the dot up here. Okay, alright. We're learning. Follow me for Procreate mess-ups and tips. Alright, so I'm going to suspect that it has something to do with this dot. So if I put it here, let's see if this hypothesis is correct. Maybe. I think also I need to do that again. Okay, we're gonna take that, put that back down here. I don't know what this green dot is for. I have no idea. We're gonna try this again. We were close, you know? We're just, we're just not that fancy yet. We're not that fancy yet. So here we go. But I tell you what we are gonna do. We're gonna do it the old-fashioned way. The way we used to do it in Photoshop back in my day. Okay. Watch and learn. I mean, this is a new program. I know what I'm doing, but I have to see if it will. Then, is there a way to rotate this? Ah! Well, I went too far. I really don't think it should have been that hard. Let's see this. Okay, so that's what it's trying to tell me, is that like her face is too wide. What happened? Freeform. This isn't. That probably has to do with the tilted. Yeah, with this being tilted. So let's see. I'm just talking out loud. Okay. It's something. Rotation. What is this? Oh, fascinating. Let's not do that. Okay. Our sad little mouse king. So something like this. So there it is, but something is really, really off. And I think it has to do with the fact that this is not curved this way. We tried. We are learning so much and not enough all at the same time. That's all right. So anyway, back in my day, that's what we used to do. We would just, I'm sure people still do that. I have just apparently done it wrong. It probably has to do with her body too. I'm not, I haven't created the perfect woman. So. We're gonna get there though. This was what I'm saying. There is a lot to unravel and unpack in this app, as you can clearly see. Not for the, it's definitely not for the faint of heart. It's not totally off. And I think it's because they're... Yeah, probably. I don't know. I don't know if he's done that yet or not. Since everybody goes around claiming they're imperfect. Oh. I'm probably gonna go back to this necklace piece in the future. I really would like to learn how to do that thing because I can see it's off. It would be really cool to master that because that would, much like the hair, that would come in really handy, like the hairbrush, I should say. It would come really handy to know how to do the symmetry. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah, it's way off, but we have learned something, and um, I'm happy about that. So I was gonna try something goldy-ish. Let's have a look. Oh, the mouse king. Where'd he go? The bat symbol. There we go. The mouse king. I think I was gonna make that kind of a blue color. Let's just have a look. It's a little on the nose. Obviously, it's very bland. But was she the perfect woman, though, John? Was she? Look what she did. She cursed the rest of us. Look what she did. Perfect woman wouldn't have done that. She would have looked out for the rest of us. Oops. That's not so bad. Still a little wonky, but that's okay. Good answer, John. Good answer. Definitely gonna clean it up. There, that kind of will help separate. Now, cool part would be if I put an alpha lock on this. It's go time, gentlemen and ladies, people. Let's see what we can do with textures. Do they have like... Well, this is textures. Let me think. Flames. It's not what we... Oh, clouds. This would be really great for our little dude over here when we get to... Oh, I'm on alpha lock. Obviously, that won't work when that comes because see how cool that's going to be? That's going to be really, really cool. But it's not his time yet. Spray paints materials. Here we go. Let's see what we can do. Tawny de... What is this? De entrecasseau? I don't know. I'm not French. Sawtooth. Vintage. I don't think that's going to work. Although Galaxius, is that how we pronounce that? Oh, wait. Wrong layer. See, that's so cool, but that's cheating, you know? Anyway, haters gonna hate, and that's who I am. I'm a hater. I'm a lover, I'm a fighter, I'm a whatever, and I'm a sinner. How does that song go? Play my music. Listen up. Usually I like to go darker. So. Let's see, it's a little bit darker. All right. I wonder if the light... See, but it's making everything bright. Would it do that to black too? It refuses to shine. It doesn't roll that way. Okay. Industrial. Yeah. There we go. Concrete. Let's go. Heavy metal. Dun, dun, dun. Ignore my attempts at sounding grungy. I'm sure my voice could do it right now. Now it's about finding the right flow, the right sign, color. Practice, practice. Just to see what would happen. Oh, wow, that just did a whole bunch. I mean, I could make it like a rough texture. That would be cool, but I think that would take away... It doesn't match, like, the style. Oh. Doesn't match the style of her hair. So. Yeah. And this is the wrong color, too, anyway. So, I think this is abstract. That's what we got. What we got? Hexavictor. Oh. This is cool. Let's just kind of play with this for a little... Oh, I think my hand is going numb. I like this. God made Adam, and then he made Eve. I don't know where Lilith came from. God made Lilith first, but it turned out making a woman independent from man not so stellar. The not independent completement is actually better for the world of humans. That part got added out of the Christian Bible. I don't know, sounds like some kind of feminist Bible to me. This is working out really well, actually. I like it. It's a little bit uneven. That works for me. But you can fill that in. In my mind, this kind of shape shouldn't work, but it does. If you call the old Jewish books feminist, I don't think so. Well, I will if they are. I don't know anything about this fabled Lilith person. I mean, I've heard her name on the streets. But I'll be honest, I don't know enough about it to give you a solid answer. My belief is that this is not true, but I will say again that I am somewhat ignorant on the matter. So, like I said, I cannot give you a strong argument as to why it's true or why it's false. So, all I know is that what I've read in the Bible and what I believe, there's no mention of her. So this is why I am inclined to disregard that as formal education. Also, just psychologically, I'm inclined to believe that man was made first as well. That's a whole big thing there in of itself that I'll just leave alone. But I do believe there's a reason that God made man first. Okay. I think that's pretty cool. Let's see. Let me try something brighter here now. You could definitely call Lilith a feminist. She left Adam to live a free, full life of sexual innuendos. She got cursed by God. She spoke God's name, became crazy with power, and even escaped God's angels. See, then that's the whole reason right there. If that's the story of Lilith, then I don't believe it's true at all. Because it doesn't align with the entire Bible and the doctrine of what sin is and how sin came to be. There is nothing inherently wrong, from my understanding, and again, this is take it with a grain of salt, with the idea of feminism per se, because from what I've understood, feminism really evolved and surrounded the idea of equality for women. Because we can say that throughout history, women have not been equal to men. Not that they are not equal to men, but that women had found themselves throughout history on the lesser end of the human scale. This is not me making up some BS. This is historic. We can look in many cultures, and it's just one of those things that came to be. So the idea that women fought for equality is not wrong. There's nothing wrong about it. The problem is that there was no balance to it. And the fact that there was selfishness involved. Women wanted to be equal because they felt that they were superior. Well, see, that's wrong. That's wrong. That's out of balance too. That's not right. Women are not better than men. They are not superior to men. Balance. There was harmony in the Garden of Eden. There was harmony. Men and women coexisted equally. None was better. None was lesser. And so you have this problem then. You've got men and women throughout time bickering back and forth out of pride. Who's better, who's worse? Oh, yeah, I deserve this, I deserve that, I'm better than you. All this nonsense. Now, there are some things I think we can all agree. We are absolutely, in God's eyes, equal. As humans, we are equal. There are things that men and women do differently and better than the other. Then just because somebody can do something better than you does not mean that you're not capable of doing it and not doing a good job of it. But we all know, science also explains this, that there are just some things that men are more inclined to and are better at. The other thing is, too, which people don't want to accept, is that there are things that men and women are called to. And that is where we have our hard time. Because we feel like God might be putting us in a box and restricting us, and we don't like that. And of course not. And that has always been the struggle of mankind. Being told what to do. But then God gives us the free will to do whatever we want. And so it becomes this cycle because, again, God wants us to choose the right thing because we want to do it, not because we're forced to do it. Which is why then I go into this, now Fox is just sharing some information. It's not like Fox wrote this book. He's like he was saying, he's not an expert either. So, hey, Jacob Ironside. Hello. You stepped into quite a conversation. But he says that she left Adam to live a life full of sexual innuendos. If there was no sin, she wouldn't know what that is. She'd have no idea, and she wouldn't need to leave because she was at peace, and it was perfect. There's absolutely no reason to leave. There's no reason to leave perfection. And I think because we as humans have we absolutely have no clue what perfection is, and we never will until God calls us home. And then our minds are going to be blown. We're all going to be like Bill and Ted for the rest of our lives. Whoa. Yeah, you know? Now, Eve, the difference between between Eve and this Lilith person is that Satan planted the seed in her mind of doubt. Doubt that what God said wasn't true. Scandalous. You have to think about that. She has no idea what wrong is. Not really. Like, she has a general idea because God's like, don't eat the fruit. That would be wrong. Okay. But Satan's like, oh, no. Let me tell you what you're missing out on. And so she let her curiosity win, basically, rather than choosing to stay with the loving God. She decided to go out of the bounds and see what this stranger had to offer. And then, when Adam followed in her footsteps, this is when sin entered the world and all the other stuff that came with it. So I can't believe this story of this Lilith person, because that's just not how it works. Because the Bible also, you have to also, comparing the Bible with the rest of the Bible, because it's easy to understand why the Bible seems to contradict itself, but it doesn't if you read the whole thing in its context. But the Bible says later on that to him that knoweth to do good and doeth it not, to him it is sin. And it expounds even more, especially in the New Testament, when it's like you have to understand, like without the law, when it was, when Moses brought it down, when God talked to man, when God said this and that was the law. Because the Bible is the word of God, those are God's words, God's word is the law. So if you take it as a whole, it's like if she doesn't know what she's doing, you have to know what wrong is in order to do wrong. No, or to be condemned by the law is be like, oh, that's wrong, right? So if Lilith, and there's also, again, that thing about desire. Like, if you're living in perfection, it doesn't make sense to go off and do carnal, fleshly, sexual things. Like, that doesn't make sense. And do you think Satan made that offer without God's permission? Without God's permission. Of course, everything is done, as they say, through the sifting of God's hands, or however that gets worded. Satan has free will, just like anything else. Lilith at that point knew, though, that what she was doing was against God's commands. I'd have to know the rest of the story, but just from what you've given to me, she left a life to live a full life. She left Adam to live a fuller and freer life. How would she know what she was like? How did she know what she was missing out on? And then you said she got cursed by God. She spoke God's name. What does that mean? God's name. And she became crazy with power. Who gave her power? And then escaped God's angels? How did she escape God's angels? Adam and Eve didn't. What made Lilith so special? I mean, I'm genuinely curious. Like, who is this person? And why does she seem to be better than Adam and Eve? I think a story like that could cause a lot of confusion. And it seems like it's a very unnecessary mention. Does that make sense? Like if it's in the Bible. Let's see. I need to. And then the other thing is too, like if it's important, wouldn't God have left it in there? Speaking the name of God means taking God's power for one's own. Well, then I absolutely don't believe this Lilith story, not at all, because nowhere in the Bible does it talk about that speaking God's name grants you power. There's nowhere in the Bible that talks about that I know of. And for that reason alone, I don't believe it. That was a lie of Satan, was that knowing the knowledge would make you like a god. That was a lie of Satan. That was not what God actually said. Like, God never said that. Put some yellow over here for some reason. Oh no! Alright, we'll have to color that later on. That's why it's prohibited in Jewish tradition. It is arrogant, the highest. Okay, well, I don't believe it based on what else I know about the Bible. But it makes for no, and it isn't even in the Torah. As far as I know, it means it was never intended for the spiritually unintended to know. I don't know. You know, I don't think God, to be honest, I don't think he cares that much if people knew what his name was. But the thing is that God told us what his name was. He told Moses what his name was. He specifically told Moses who he was, and then let the rest of us know. So I don't think God cares too much that people know. Like, he wants people to know who he is, of course. I don't think there's any special superpower that comes from knowing God's name. Secret part? See, and that's another reason why then I won't believe that God gives us what we need to know to live our lives fully under the knowledge, right? That was an important part for us to know. God would never have hidden it from us. I believe that 100%. You kind of have to, unfortunately, go back over. I messed up some of this stuff, but I still think this looks cool. Oh, I'll get rid of this. I don't like that. That looks weird, but this looks really, really cool. You can't really see all the details. It gets lost, but knowing and using the knowledge for power are entirely different things. I guess. I kind of like the fact that it's uneven because, I mean, no, this could be just an excuse, but um, but it kind of, to me, makes it look a little more realistic then. Yeah, it does look shiny, like the treasure from a sunken pirate ship. Swap the dick. But it looks more, yeah, more realistic if it's a little uneven. I really liked it the way it was before, but again, you know, it be what it is. I might go and touch it up a little bit. Some of these areas are a little too harsh. I really wouldn't call this impressionism. You can see what it is. It's more about just the blending. I mean, you can't see this as like a medallion or whatever like that. Mm. Probably. Yeah, this is what I'm calling it. think I think I got rid of the naked places. Now I need to go back over that so it can oops, match the style, like the hair. Oops, that's a little too harsh. Is that what this was looking like? No. I was about to say. See you, John. Thank you so much for popping by. I hope that you recover quickly. And stay in bed, do what you gotta do. I'm not sure what your situation is exactly, but in the words of one of the greatest captains ever, never give up, never surrender. There we go. And thank you everybody for who's stayed around and hung out. Oh, no wonder I can't see it. I lowered the opacity. What a dinkus. And but to my favor, thank you so much for hanging out with me, even though I'm coughing and wheezing away every now and then. So that looks pretty cool. I think to kind of match the style of the hair, it needs to be a little bit bolder, probably a little bit darker. Oops. Maybe a little bit bigger. Thanks so much, John. Yes, be sure to tell them. Tell them to behave. Tell them I see them. Or no, actually, tell them like the words of Owen Wilson. Just because you can't see me doesn't mean I'm not there. I see him in spirit. Tell them behave. I know they're young women now, but tell them behave. Tell them Miss T said behave. That's so cool. I had an awesome group of kids to look after. And funny part was, like, John's sisters weren't even in my class. His brother was at one point. Somehow his family just kind of migrated over to where I was, like a lot of the kids were. Probably because I told them funny stories and I made fun of them. I made fun of everybody. Good-hearted jests, nothing detrimental, hopefully. Gotta keep them in line, you know? Can't let teenagers get away with stuff. Like Sebastian says, you'll give them an inch, they'll swim all over you. There we go. There we go. Now this blue piece I'm really interested in doing. Let's see. Are we not responding? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, my pen might be dead. No. Well, that's all we've got for tonight, folks, because my pen is completely dead. I'm gonna have to charge it. Yep, the ink's all gone. Exactly. The ink is ink's gone. I ran out of ink with my Apple Pencil. So thank you everybody for hanging out. I know it doesn't look like we accomplished much, and we kind of did it, but that's because I learned a lot and we're learning together. I appreciate you being here. Oh, Jacob, that's awesome. Absolutely. Continue sketching. Always be sketching. Be sketchy, my friend. That's what I should tell people. Be sketchy. It's okay to be sketchy. That's gonna be our little motto there. It's okay to be sketchy. And but anyway, thank you so much for being here and hanging out with me, my sniffles. And I'm gonna be back. We're gonna be working on Sea of Thieves characters. We're gonna be working on the book characters, you know, Kevin and Moby and all the gang. We'll be mixing it up. I know normally I stream on Thursdays, and we're gonna be mixing that up too, kind of having different days, figuring out what new day works best. And I can't wait to get this done, but now I've got to charge this. I'm probably going to go watch a TV show. I really wish I had some ice cream. Oh well. I'm out, people. Have a great rest.